Hi, I'm Rich Gordon, a member of the California State Assembly, and I represent you in the 21st Assembly District. I want to welcome you to this video newsletter. This is my one way to communicate with you, and I hope that you enjoy and appreciate these newsletters. Let me talk for just a second about the legislative calendar in California. The legislature convenes in January of every year, and by law must conclude all of its business by September. That means that between January and September, I'm very busy in Sacramento working on your behalf, working on legislation, the laws that impact all of California. This past year, I had a very successful legislative calendar. Over 76% of the pieces of legislation that I introduced were signed by the governor. That made me the top producer, having the best results of anyone in the state legislature this year. Now, I could not have achieved that result without outstanding staff work. I have a group of folks who work for me in the Capitol who listen carefully, work hard, and help me craft and develop legislation that we think is both meaningful to our region, but also important to California. If you are interested in learning more about my legislative package, I would advise you to take a look at our webpage. Because on the webpage there'll be a link to the bills that I introduced this year and those that were signed by the governor. I'd encourage your feedback on that legislation. You can do that by contacting my district staff. And I'm spending a lot of time right now with that district staff because after September and the close of session, I've been able to come home, and I've spent most of my time the last several weeks meeting with constituents and reconnecting with folks in the district. It's very, very helpful to me to do that as I think about future legislation and how best to represent you in Sacramento. Over this period of time, I've had the opportunity to visit some farmers markets, hold a couple of town hall meetings. Those have been incredibly successful and helpful to me in learning what issues remain important to Californians. I hope that you'll continue to communicate with me. I can only really represent you and do the job that you elected me to do if I understand your concerns and your issues. So please, use my webpage. Use the email link there to communicate directly with me and with my staff. We want to hear from you. I want to know what your concerns are, and I want to be able to understand. Please keep in touch. Thank you very much.